Yes, people, and welcome to the Going Great Guns podcast. Me, myself, Guna Craft. Who we got in the building? We got my partner in crime, number one, JT Guna.
Hello, everyone. I thought it was building up to you then, Aaron.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hey, we'll start saying some stuff. Yeah. Loud enough as always shouting.
That's it.
Always positive about something, I guess.
Yeah, always positive about something. Let's kick it off.
But not today. Not today.
Let's kick it off like that. How are we feeling, Goons?
We're going to go straight into it, are we?
Go straight into it. Me and John were just talking about it, saying that it's kind of we're kind of used to it now. You know, they're going to let us down. We're going to go on a nice run, then it's going to get stopped.
Yeah, it's not
like just need to be consistent with it now.
It's not like it's not like we sort of slowly come juddering, is it? It's wallop. We hit a wall and gone, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's really weird as well for me, and I don't know about you guys, but I saw the Man United 0-0 as a good result. But now looking back, I'm thinking maybe that started the slowdown. Do you know what I mean? That was the thing that suddenly it knocked their confidence again. Do you know? So I think if we had won that one, we'd have won these next two as well.
Do you reckon we're overreacting though? Because Wolves weren't really our fault. We were controlling the game.
And do you know what? That first sending off, which was was never a sending off anyway. You look at it again. I mean, the geezer's barely. I don't even know if there is still contact. I looked at it so often, and I'm not one to defend David Luiz at all, but I genuinely don't think he should have gone then. If we'd have got to half time, 1-0 up, or at least with 11 men still on the pitch, that's a different ball game because we were battering them. But that was the best 45 minutes football I've seen us play this season.
Yeah.
And if that sending off hadn't have happened, then the second one definitely don't happen. Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is it. And that's why I say, are we sort of, the thing is, it's because I listen to a lot of Arsenal podcasts and a lot of Arsenal sort of stuff. And we're all sort of, everyone's fuming because obviously this is 2 matches in a row. We've taken 2 L's and it hurts. But obviously that last L was our own doing.
Yeah.
The first L felt like it wasn't our own doing because I don't know. I think majority of people agree that wasn't a red card for David Luiz.
There's not many people out there that believe it's a red card, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
It should have been a foul on David Luiz because the guy's heel hit his knee. They both go over. It should have been reviewed by VAR, but apparently they did review it. But they didn't see his foot hit David Luiz's knee. And because they're saying, because he didn't go for the ball, it's a red. But if he did wipe him out, it's a yellow. That doesn't make any sense.
It's
if he'd have wiped him out.
So what they're saying is you can smash him into Rose Ed and get away with it, or you can accidentally catch someone and get sent off. Well, it's just going to lead to people walloping people, isn't it? It's like...
Well, I'm sure if he would have caught him, David Luiz, he'd have been sent off anyway.
Yeah.
I think they'd have sent him off anyway. They're trying to cover their own back, mate.
And part of it is the referee's already decided because it's David Luiz. He must be it must be wrong. You know what I mean? There's part of that as well. They've got to take that mentality out. You've got to referee the moment, not just the player.
This is it, and this is where that question got asked to Mikel Arteta. I'm not sure if you lot heard it. The journalist asked Mikel Arteta and said, do you think that they'd already sort of seen it as David Luiz and just sort of gave him the red card because it's David Luiz? And Arteta's reaction was, well, I don't want to think like that. Yeah. But he's thinking.
He wants to say
he wants to say but he can't say it.
He can't say it because if he says it, then he's basically calling the referees corrupt, isn't he? And he can't do that, can he?
Yeah. But we all know it, mate. And that sort of takes me on to, referees in this country, are they good enough?
So this is what you were saying then. I've listened to a lot of sports things this weekend, and a lot of people are saying every other sport hasn't got a problem with VAR or video referees, video technology, whatever. It's not about the technology; it's about the people using it, and our other people using it in football are just not good enough.
Yeah, and why is it a secret? what they're saying to each other.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why are we hiding?
Because they're saying, who do you have money to get sent off again, Corn?
Exactly. It feels that way. Like, these lot are hiding something. Like, what are you lot hiding?
It does feel a bit like that, doesn't it? Like a little boys' club.
Tell us, mate. Like,
it shouldn't be a secret, because if they're the way they're doing it, it looks like they're hiding. Like you said, it looks like they're hiding something.
What gets me is they turn around and they say, like, VAR is not supposed to be it's supposed to be clear and obvious, isn't it? For a clear and obvious mistake. But then when it comes to offside, they're getting the little ruler out, and they're making sure like one fingernail's offside. You know what I mean? But when it comes to a massive like David Luiz thing, like, no, we won't bother checking that. Ref got that right. So, well, which one is it?
Very true, very true. And yeah, that winds me up. The whole fingernail thing, the whole toenail thing.
Yeah, and what about when they're pointing for where they want the ball as well? That's also clear.
What was that? Was that Patrick Bamford? Where he was pointing and saying, put the ball here, and they said offside. I thought, if you're offside, you can't score with your arm.
Exactly. So,
the arm cannot be offside.
It can't be offside, because it can only be offside with something you can score from legally, isn't it? Yeah.
Surely that's how I always thought. Offside,
in that case, I want to go back to today's game, because when I turned it on to Spurs playing West Brom, Harry Kane was pointing where they want the ball. I want to see if that was reviewed and see, because his arm would have been offside as well. If it weren't his arm, his tongue definitely would have been.
They're definitely not reviewing that. It's Tottenham, mate. They want
yesterday with Martinez and Lacazette in the box when Martinez grabbed him and threw him down.
Yes.
And have you seen Martinez?
And that's a penalty.
Have you seen his tweet today, Martinez? Have you seen his tweet?
No.
Lacazette's tweeting out and said, "Oh God, another one." And Martinez has come out and said, "You were pushing me first." It's like he's got a handful of his shirt and dragging him down.
The thing is, it's funny because I did sort of see. I'm not siding with Martinez, but I did see our players sort of jostling him about, giving him a little shove here and there.
That's corners, though, isn't it?
It's in the game. Yeah, it's in the game, and like you said, it's a corner, and this is before the corners actually take place. So they can do such things. Do you know what I mean?
Dead ball and all that.
Yeah.
But when I saw the sort of the clips, and I heard Ian Wright even saying it, mate.
Oh yeah, apparently Wright was like, it was a foul against Lacazette's foul. And I didn't even bother watching match today last night, and
no.
It's what we were saying about them coming back. Like, I actually didn't think we played that badly yesterday in the middle of the pitch.
Middle of the pitch.
Defensively, apart from the mistake for the goal, I mean, what else did Villa do? They didn't offer anything up against us, so we did all right in defence. But when we got up front, it just stopped them. We got to the wings, but then come all the way back again. I'm like, no, we've gone backwards now. We should be pinging crosses in, or Pepe for the last couple of games was coming on leaps and bounds, and he went back into his shell yesterday. So and that's why I didn't want to watch match today in a way, not just because we lost, but just because of the way we lost it, because we were all right. It wasn't. I tweeted out right at the beginning of the game that I thought the pitch looked really heavy yesterday as well. The players looked leggy on that pitch, and I wonder if they deliberately watered it a bit.
But do you think that's because Arteta's playing the same team over and over and over again? Are they leggy because he's not changing the team about? What do you reckon, Aaron?
I think a couple of men was off the pace. Smith Rowe looked a bit tired. I feel like they should have maybe put him on at half time. They should have started Odegaard. I feel Partey is not fully fit.
No, obviously not. No,
even by yesterday, he come off injured as well, so he should have maybe played just the first half and played Daniel Ceballos. I don't know why Ceballos is not getting a look in.
No, he must be injured. He must be injured, mustn't he?
Has he been kidnapped? What's happening? You know what I mean?
Real Madrid have gone, well, you can either play Odegaard or Ceballos, not both, because they're both on loan, aren't they?
About us knowing or what? What's going on here? So, I think the defenders, we should have got a left back in the old transfer window, because you can't keep playing Cedric. Yeah.
So it's looking,
I mean, Cedric's been solid enough, but yesterday's game you could see, because of that bad pass, you could see he's a right-footed left back, and that don't work, does it?
Yeah.
It's at moments like that when it doesn't, you can spot it.
And he's the only cover for Bellerin and Tierney.
Unless
very dangerous.
this is where I think Mikel Arteta lets himself down a bit when he makes the changes and he sticks Saka back at left back. You're like, I get he can play there, but you lose so much of him. Do you know what I mean? It's just not worth sticking him back there. You'd be better off going to a back three and letting Saka still stay in the middle of even if it's a wing back or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Rather than sticking him full left back, it goes out of game. And he was one of our one outlets, apart from the fact that Villa were kicking lumps out of him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, wow. The referee didn't do a good job enough to protect him, I thought, because
I've just realised as well. You know why Ceballos wasn't there yesterday?
Why?
Because he was a bit worried about John Terry. Do you know what I mean? Sitting there thinking, I can't leave my wife at home. John Terry line.
Hanging about. JT, he's like, I'll just be off for a second. What? Danny Ceballos?
I wouldn't mind a bit of Spanish. Here we go. I've never done that before.
No, this is it though, man. It's a weird old one. What do you reckon about Lacazette? He had no shots. No shots.
No what
shots.
do you expect? Do you feel like he was getting enough service?
Not yesterday. That's what I mean. Because the game we've been playing lately has been getting it out wide and whipping the crosses, but we weren't doing that yesterday, were we?
Yeah. No.
And he works.
But there's no one really to head the ball in.
Exactly, yeah. And you can't play that style when Aubameyang's there, because he's not really a header. He doesn't score many headed goals, does he? Well, that is Lacazette's game, isn't it? I actually thought we looked worse when Lacazette came off.
Yeah,
we did. Because he's a workhorse, and he works for the team.
And then he goes and brings Willian on as well, which I'm not even going to... I mean...
why he's there.
He must have photos... Do you know what I mean? He's got something on Arteta, and that's why he keeps getting on the head of Martinelli. What's Martinelli got to do to get on?
I think the whole Willian thing, it's getting old really quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's getting old really quick, and I think there's going to be an uproar with the fans. I think the fans are going to force Willian out of the club. We're gonna have to force Arteta to stop playing him, because
I'm not normally one for jumping on players' backs, but I don't want him. I don't want to see him in an Arsenal shirt anymore. Yeah, I really don't. He's had his chance.
Do you know what was
funny?
How
did he get played over with Reece Nelson? Like, what's going on?
Do you know what was funny though? I kept seeing, who was it? Xhaka picking up the ball, looking at Willian. Willian's in space and not giving him it.
He don't want it, does he? No.
He's like, he's going, I'm not even going to give it to him.
Yeah,
because he's not going to do nothing with it. Yeah. And I just kept seeing Xhaka. I was shouting at the team, do not give it to William. Don't do it. Don't give it to him. Pass it to anyone else but William.
And do you know what I reckon? I reckon because we haven't got the fans there now, that's actually helping Willian stay in the team. Because if he was playing and there were 60,000 fans in the Emirates going, what are you doing? He wouldn't bring him on, would he? He just wouldn't.
Get him off.
Yeah. I mean, you look what happened to Aboué. Do you remember when Aboué got rinsed? He came on as a substitute and then got substituted back off again because he got rinsed.
There you go. It happens.
It's not nice, but if you...
No, I don't agree with it. But Willian, mate, Arteta's got to stop. Just stop with it, man.
Yeah, he's tried it. It don't work, does it?
It's not working for him.
Stop with it. Like,
I get upset every time I see him warming up.
Trust me.
Isn't it? I saw someone tweet yesterday who said the only reason they brought him on was because we were playing in blue and they might have thought he was back at Chelsea. but then someone replied to him and said, yeah, but that means he's going to spend the whole game looking for Hazard to do stuff. I tell you what, though, in that one little thing, I think that Odegaard is going to be a hell of a player.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he probably should have got that shot on target, but you could see that he's got a hell of a touch. For a young lad, he's going to be a decent player. If we can keep hold of him, him and Smith Rowe, because apparently Odegaard can play on the left as well. So if you can mix, do all three of them all over the park, him, Saka and Smith Rowe, I think we've got a decent, fullback for the
Odegaard was playing all right together.
Yeah.
They was doing a little link-up play as well. And maybe if we can, I don't know. But I think we need to rest Smith Rowe, though. Well, they do have 7 days off anyway because we're at the FA Cup. So
that's it,
Play them both. Play them both.
But you want to see them together. Because they're two different creators. Do you know what I mean? Odegaard likes to play through the lines. Smith Rowe likes to make space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For others to get involved in. Do you know what I mean? It's two different sort of cams, but they both look good, man.
Yeah,
they both look really good. One's right-footed, one's left-footed as well. That's always good.
And that's why I'm not too. I mean, yes, I was upset about the result because we brought it on ourselves, but I'm not too disappointed with that loss. I'm actually more annoyed about the 0-0 at Old Trafford, 0-0 against United, than I was about that result yesterday, because we should have won the United. We should have beat United. They stunk the place out for me personally. But yesterday we were still creating. We weren't creating chances. We were still getting into their third. You know, it wasn't like we were. No one was hiding. Everyone wanted the ball. Everyone was trying their best to get something. It just didn't click, and sometimes it doesn't happen, does it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just, I still think that partly Gabriel was a little bit to blame. He wasn't quick enough to react to, not the pass. The pass was shocking, but he wasn't quick enough to react to the player getting back. And it was the goal as well was a scuffed shot and it bounced in off. And Matt Ryan, who actually did all right, didn't he, Matt Ryan? I thought he was a better than Arson, I thought.
Yes.
Ron Arson was in goal.
But then I could have played better than Ron Arson.
Been about 4-5-0.
But to be fair, Renarson came in against. But Renarson came in against Wolves, did all right, didn't he?
Yeah, it was all right.
He looked shaky though, man.
He
looked scared, but he was all right.
It's not so much saving the ball, more of like, oh, get
away! I'd have made those saves. No, let me not. Let's not get onto it because he's our player.
Don't want to slaughter him too much. I got really annoyed. Man. I was listening to an Arsenal podcast the other day, and they kept describing him as a competition winner. I'm like, this guy. I know it's not great, but he's played 7 times for Iceland and all that sort of, you know.
That's a competition winner.
I mean, it's not like Ali D bad, is he? Do you know what I mean?
It's. Do you know what? It's difficult. It's difficult. It's a big jump, big step.
And his confidence must be shot as well, because they brought him in, and then in the next transfer window, we better get another one in just in case. Like, hang on, what?
Yeah.
But we needed 3 goalkeepers because was it Matt Macy went out on loan, didn't he?
Yeah.
For the rest of the season, and his contract is up like his last 6 months.
So we need to get another one in.
Yeah, we need to get another one in.
Now that we've had the window, how do you reckon we did with the window wise?
I think we did really well. We got rid of a lot of dead players, a lot of them. We should have got a left back though.
Yeah.
We've only got one cover. Well, we do have Ainsley. Did he go out alone? He didn't go nowhere, did he? He's still here.
He's gone. He's at West Brom.
Who's at West Brom? Who was that?
Where about Billy?
Ainsley.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he played today, didn't he?
He's out. Yeah, he was playing today.
Yeah.
So we've got no cover.
Played in the middle of the park as well, didn't he? Didn't play at left back, did he?
This is
it. Yeah.
That's what he asked for, man.
And Joe Willock. Joe Willock went out and scored, didn't he, for Newcastle?
And scored, yeah. Go on, Joe.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, like in terms of the window, I thought it was very un-Arsenal-like in the fact that we just went right. We're going
out.
And they took that money from the government to pay for. They'd say, right, we're going to get rid of like Ozil, and we're going to use that loan to pay off his wages. So it's not coming out of our actual wage bracket. So get rid of Ozil, get rid of Mustafi. Basically, you can just imagine, like, I've just got this image of Arteta going into the training ground, grabbing them by the ear and going, go on, off you go, and just slinging them out the door.
Yeah.
throwing bags after him as well. Go on, off.
Take them, don't come back.
So do you reckon we'll actually spend in the summer then?
What's that?
Do you think we'll actually spend in the summer now that we've freed up a lot of wages? And a lot of space?
Do you know what? I genuinely think it depends on what happens with getting people back into stadium. I don't think anyone's got any money. We haven't got disposable income. That's why we had to take that loan out. So I don't know if there's money there to spend for anyone. I mean, you think no one did real business in this window. I know they don't normally do it in January, but nothing really happened, did it?
It was all loans.
Yeah,
this window. It was all loans. And I reckon in the summer, it's difficult. It's how Odegaard works out.
Yeah.
If he does work out, then obviously I think Real Madrid are looking at about 35 million for him.
That's not a bad shout though. He's still young. Do you know what I mean? I'd take a punt on that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Who else? Matt Ryan. I think depending on how he works out,
Yeah, because that's only a short-term loan as well, isn't it?
We'll get him on a free because he's only got half a season left.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, on his contract at Brighton? So we should sign him on, keep him on. Premier League experience. He proved himself yesterday.
Yeah, I thought he did. Like I say, apart from the goal where he stumbled a bit, he did all right, I thought, yesterday.
Yeah, that's some good saves, still got half a season to see. We've still got half a season to see how well he does. But he's made a good start. But I think we free up the wages if we can. I know it's a bit controversial, but if we can sell off Lacazette, because I'm thinking I want us to go for another striker. Do you know what I mean? I think Lacazette's good, but I think we can get. You know what I mean?
Who can we get? Who's out there? Let us know.
Well, you've got Edouard.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, because I think Aaron's going to struggle here.
If you were to get rid of Lacazette, who would you look at? Do you know what I mean? I'm sure there's strikers out there, because for me, he's 30.
That's Lacazette just texting me now saying, "Why don't he like me? What have I done?"
I like Lacazette, but I think we need to move our team forward, man. I don't want to sit stale. It's all good us giving contracts to people that are sort of really doing well, but for someone that's doing okay, I don't think they deserve a new contract. Do you know what I mean? Aubameyang deserved his new contract. After this season, Lacazette has had a good career at Arsenal, but he has been, for me, myself, I can't speak for any other Gooner, but for me, myself, he's been a bit hit and miss at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? I think we could probably look into maybe getting a younger forward, training him up in the way of Arteta. Do you know what I mean? And actually, look at getting a new striker in, man. A cheaper striker. Someone that,
So would you go established striker, or would you go someone that's unknown and see? I would be tempted, especially with the Europa Cup coming. Well, see, the problem with the Europa League now is it's all or nothing for that. It's got to be Europa League, doesn't it? If we had won yesterday or been in touch with it in the league, I would have been tempted to give Balogun a chance in the Europa League and see what he can do.
Yeah, even Balogun, he's stayed till the end of the season.
At least,
he can leave, but
see if we can convince him. Do you know what I mean? But then, see if you're going to get rid of Lacazette, what sort of striker and who do you think you'd be looking at to replace him? Because I think that he's got this formation nailed. So you've got to have a sort of a number 9 style striker, someone that's going to work hard, drop back, and
win the ball,
take a buffer in. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, win the ball in midfield.
Yeah,
but I'm not sort of nailing my things to the flag yet with Lacazette. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know he's had a good few months. Do you know what I mean? But we can't forget he's still, for me, I'm looking at his whole career and I'm thinking
he could have been better.
Yeah. I'm thinking why not cash in now and
instead of letting go for free.
He's only
31-year-old.
He's better. It was better than it was a better option than Giroud, but not by much. When you look back over his statistics, you think, okay, it was a bit of an improvement, but not a massive improvement, wasn't he?
Not a massive improvement. And that's not me saying that Lacazette's dead or he's shit. I'm thinking financially, should we be giving a 31-year-old striker that is a bit up and down a new 3-year deal? Or are we just going to harm ourselves?
See, if money was no object, I'd go for Haaland.
Oh, of course.
But, you know, that's like saying an Aston Martin drives better than my Ford Focus. It's not a great revelation, is it?
100%.
But I just don't know who else is out there, unless they've got someone in their head. But I don't know who else you'd have.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think we need to start trimming the side out and getting players to come in that want to play. Like Odegaard, I mean, I know they all say it anyway, but he said he'd come because of Mikel Arteta, innit? So maybe he needs to get people that want to come in and play for that manager.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm looking at the profile of players as well, because I'm thinking, let's get a younger squad, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I get it.
Not too young.
Experience.
You need a balance.
You need a balance,
Aaron. Yeah. Well, I mean, me and Ant were saying, look,
I want a younger squad. I don't want all old boys in there. Feel like, I know Arsenal. I know what they. Do you know what I mean? They don't sort of want to really achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for an easy ride, I'll be all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
you're
Willian. Do you know what I mean? Like your people that have picked it up. Like your Mesut Ozil. I don't want to start digging out.
He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, I don't want to start digging out. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just saying. These older players, we get them in on contracts, give them big money, and they do nothing for us. Let's get some young players that really want to prove themselves in the league, prove themselves to be great players, and give them contracts.
Because there's a reason why clubs like Chelsea let players like Willian and David Luiz go in it. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't fit in their group anymore. They don't fit in their team, and they don't think they're worth a contract. So we then go around and go, I will have him then. Go on, off you go. See what you can get out of him.
Why do you think people like Saka, people like Emil Smith-Rowe are playing so well? Because they've got something to prove.
Innit? It's what we've always said, isn't it?
They ain't done it all. They ain't been there. They ain't turning around and saying, well, do you know what I mean? If I don't do it here, my name isn't gone. Do you know what I mean?
And they also know that they haven't got their shirt nailed on, whereas your Xhaka, Aubameyang, you know, their shirts are nailed on. They don't have to fight for their shirt. And that's part of the, I think, you know, we were saying about last time out, we were saying about Aubameyang, he's still trying, but it's just not clicking for him at the moment. But I reckon if you were to say, right, well, you're dropped, which he pretty much has done at the moment, he hasn't brought him back in straight away, has he?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that might help him, give him the kick up the backside. And like the Smith-Rowes in that, they must be thinking, well, he's brought Odegaard in. I've got to prove that I'm worth this.
I'll step up again.
Yeah.
Look at Aubameyang. Yeah. This season, before the game, we're still having the debate whether Pepe should be starting or Aubameyang should be starting. Yeah. Why are we having the debate? Because in the last 3 games, Pepe has shown us that he should start.
Yeah.
But why are we having the debate? Because Aubameyang's got money in the bank. Do you know what I mean? He's done it before, and we're looking at before. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying cancel Aubameyang because I know people like to take things out of context. I'm trying to say play the people that are in form. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's all. Just play.
That's what Terry Venables used to do for England. Do you know what I mean? Just pick the players. That's why you had people like Steve Stone playing for England, because it wasn't that he was better than anyone else per se. He was just in form at the time.
Yeah.
And you're going to carry that form on, aren't you? You're going to feel like $1 million. Some coach goes, carry on doing what you're doing. And that, I treated you straight away. That goal that Saka scored against Wolves, that was Pepe scored. That was unbelievable, wasn't it? And that was what we want to see from him more often, isn't it?
Yeah,
every game,
because he's got something to prove.
Yeah,
you know, he's not getting played.
Just one last quick one. We've only got 10 minutes left of the pod. So we're about contracts. David Luiz, his contract's coming up now. What do you do about David Luiz? Because we've let a lot of centre backs go.
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you keep him or let him go?
I'd let him go, man, because he's done all right for us. But at the end of the day, like we were saying, we need to let the older lot just kind of do what they need to do elsewhere. Bring Saliba in so him and Gabriel can play there, and you got Pablo Mari there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Mari's the unforget man. Because I think now your Rob Holding is your number one centre half, and he starts every game now.
Yeah, but I think we could probably get someone else in, you know.
See, I think if we lost David Luiz, we lose. He must be on astronomical wages as well, and we can use that towards, like Aaron was saying, getting a decent left back in as cover. We've got to get a decent left back.
Yeah, because this team covering both sides.
We miss out when Tierney ain't playing. He's more important to us now, I think, than Lacazette than Aubameyang actually, because he's just much more stable and he gets forward more.
Yeah, the creation as well we get from him down that left wing. He's putting the ball in the box where we need the ball to be, in the box.
He does it early. He whips it in. He doesn't wait until he gets to the byline to try and cross it and pull it back. He gets it in early doors, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like if Tierney's playing, I think when Aubameyang playing with Tierney, I feel like you might get more out of Aubameyang, you know. because you know how Tierney likes to attack a lot.
Like at the end of last season, wasn't it?
That's yeah. So I reckon we need to probably wait till Tierney comes back for Aubameyang to start firing.
Start clicking again, yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't look the same right now. He doesn't look. He looks when he comes on. He's not the type of player that you bring on and he's gonna like work hard. You need to find him. He can run off the back of the defenders as well. You need to play either the ball over the top or through the middle, like with Odegaard, the way he played the ball forward. So I think you need to play certain people behind him to get the most out of him. Because if you're not going to do it with the certain players like we're playing right now, you're not going to do it with Willian.
Yeah, it's like you've got Thomas Partey in the middle who likes to play the ball on the ground behind the defenders. But if you're not making the runs, he can't do that. So then he has to change his style of football, doesn't he? So I think you lose that a bit. And I wonder if they might play Odegaard and Partey next to each other, and drop Xhaka. Maybe that might be a way, So you've got two really creative midfielders, but then no one behind, and that's the problem. You've got no one sticking the foot in.
This is it, and you put more work on Partey.
Back four, then.
Yeah, and Partey.
Yeah.
It's.
And he's obviously got dodgy hamstrings.
It's something to look at. Hopefully he can get over that, mate. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully he's not.
Some yoga, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stretch out all the muscles, mate. You'll be all right. Get him a yoga instructor. Him and Tierney need to go in the same class. I think they'll be all right after that. You know what I mean?
Tierney just needs to wrap up warm.
Just wrap him up. Yeah.
I know, man. Stop warming up in t-shirts in the sun.
Cold.
You know you're
it's
tough.
not good for the muscles.
We know you're tough, mate.
Get some deep heating. Come on. Go old school.
This is it. Warm up, mate. Wrap up, bruv. You know you're hard, bruv.
We sound like such old men. Put your coat on before you go out.
Yeah, that's it.
Where's your hat? No.
Yeah, then you lose most of your heat from your head. Put a hat on.
No, but listen, Tierney's always crocked. Do you know what I mean? And it's always a muscle injury, and maybe his muscles ain't warmed up. Who knows? Anyway, only he will know, mate.
Yeah,
and that's going on from our last pod. That's why Pepe never gets muscle injuries, because his muscles are all like that, all floppy and all over the place, aren't they? His legs still done that. Mad,
isn't it? Yeah, he's all arms and legs.
But it's like if he looked down, he'd be like, "What is going on with my body? What's going on?" His head doesn't know. It's just independent. It's ridiculous,
mate. So what? To wrap up, then, has anyone
we've got 4 minutes to go, boys.
Unpopular opinion.
Play Pepe as a striker.
Whoa, straight in there, Aaron.
Yeah.
Go on, defend that.
Because if you can put Pepe as a striker, then you can put Smith Rowe on the. Well, I wouldn't say put him on the left. Put Odegaard on the left.
Yeah.
Put Smith Rowe in the middle.
Yeah.
Then put Saka on the right.
On the right.
So
then you got nothing but attack. We need to outscore the other teams.
There you go.
Because the defense is looking shaky.
So Aaron's unpopular opinion is turn Pepe into Yaya Sanogo, the chaos factor.
No. What, one goal, yeah?
No, Yaya Sanogo goals.
No,
I tell you what, that's not bad. I mean, anyone wants to disagree or agree with that, they have to let us know. It's not a bad shout.
Let us know in the comments.
Comment on that, man, because I feel like, I don't know, because for me, I don't feel like there's that many strikers out there that could adapt to the Premier League quick. No. We need someone like now to jump in and then do the job, because there's a lot of strikers that come from different leagues and they're struggling. Like Haller struggled. He came from the Bundesliga. He's after Eredivisie and he's probably scoring goals. I don't know. I haven't watched it in ages. And then you've got Werner. Don't know if he's scoring any goals.
He might be
struggling. You know what I mean?
Talking about competition winner, that he's doing nothing, is he? And so someone was who is it at Chelsea? Havertz he cost 70 million as well, didn't he? And they don't give him as much grief as Pepe.
Yeah.
Bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's because it's Chelsea. Because Arsenal's always under the microscope. People always mugging
the team they love to hate.
Yeah,
the team they love to hate.
Why?
All right, people.
It's probably the invincible cursed us.
That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, people like to see.
There you go. There's your unpopular opinion.
Full, mate.
The Invincible, we're getting grief now because the Invincibles were too good.
Yeah, that's right.
It happens.
I'll take that.
Oh no, it only happens once.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yes, mate.
Right. So what? So let's wrap it up with predictions. It's Benfica next in the cup, isn't it?
Europa League.
Looks like.
Yeah. If we get agreed place to play, we've got to play on a neutral ground, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Benfica, I'm going for 2-0.
What, to Benfica? No faith in the club.
Arsenal.
I'm going 2-2.
Wow, draw. I'm going to say 3-1 Arsenal, but Benfica's going to score first in the first 5 minutes.
Nice. Big shout. Big shout.
That's what keeps happening to us. We keep conceding early.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Hopefully, the next video we do for you lot, we're in a better mood. We've got more bubbly Arsenal fans.
Yeah, we're not as pessimistic.
Yeah,
hopefully. Pray for us.
I mean, we had a few good results before this, but now two draws and a loss. 2 losses and a draw. And we were like, oh,
yeah, chuck everything.
Start burning shirts and stuff.
Flipping tables.
That's it, man. But yeah, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah,
so please, guys, comment, like, subscribe,
share it, man.
Yeah.
Turn on the bell notifications as well. Don't forget that too.
Yeah.
Turn that on.
Turn those notifications on,
So you can notify when it comes live on YouTube.
When it drops, as I think the kids say.
Yeah, when it drops.
It drops, yeah.
So yeah, YouTube. What else? What else are we on, John? Anchor,
YouTube, and that's
Apple
it at the moment.
Podcasts.
Yeah, so the Anchor podcast goes out everywhere. It goes Apple, Spotify, everywhere. It goes out everywhere. Basically, everywhere you can get your podcast, you get us from.
Yeah. So Going Great Guns podcast. That's it from us.
That's it, everyone.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Signing out.
Take it easy, boys. See you soon.
In a bit, man. Have a good one.
Yeah.